Have all the members indicated their presence? Tally the roll. Roll call shows 97 members present. The chair declares a quorum. Chair hands down House Concurrent Resolution number 13.
A concurrent resolution recognizing Allison Transmission on the occasion of the 100th anniversary of its founding. Whereas in 1915, James A. Allison, wanting to provide the best parts and service to race cars competing in the Indianapolis 500, formed the Indianapolis Speedway Team Company. Whereas James A. Allison's company, known for quality workmanship, was so successful that the company grew and evolved to become Allison Transmission. Whereas Allison Transmission, headquartered in Indianapolis, is celebrating the 100th anniversary of its founding year. Whereas with an employee workforce of approximately 2,700 employees, Allison has had sales of $2 billion this last year. Whereas Allison, with the market presence in more than 80 countries, has built an international record of success during the last 100 years. Whereas today, Allison is the world's largest manufacturer of fully automatic transmissions for commercial duty vehicles, will lead the way in research, development, and manufacture of these products in the 21st century. And whereas it is fitting we recognize the contributions of Allison Transmission by joining the celebration of the 100th anniversary.
You've heard the current resolution. Chair recognizes Representative Macer for discussion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members of the House. It is with a great honor and privilege that I have an opportunity to recognize one of the most important businesses in my community and in the state of Indiana. And might I add, the employer of both my parents and my grandparents. Allison Transmission celebrates 100 years of business this year and has been a staple in our community, growing from a humble machine shop to a thriving company. Allison is the largest manufacturing of full automatic transmissions for commercial vehicles and is the leader in hybrid propulsion systems for city buses. Their transmissions are used in various industries, including construction, fire, distribution, bus, motorhomes, defense, and energy. Founded in 1915, the company is headquartered in Indianapolis and employs approximately 2,500 of our hardworking men and women. With a market presence in more than 80 countries, it is fantastic to have so many of the community's leaders here today to celebrate the 100th anniversary, and I'd like to introduce a few of them. Lawrence Dewey, Chairman and President, Chief Executive Officer. Eric Scroggins, Vice President, General Counsel, and Secretary. Melissa Sawyer, Managing Director, Government and Community Relations. Eric Dickerson, Director of Public Relations. Kevin Rogers, Administrator, Industry Relations. Jim Jones, Executive Director, Facilities. Phil Major, General Supervisor of Maintenance. Craig Coven, Communications Media Relations Specialist. Dave Gibson, Chairman, UAW. Jem Sent, UAW. And Carrie Ditello from our Government and Community Relations Manager. Thank you all for your contribution to our community and for a century of amazing good business. Mr. Speaker, I would like to pause to give the great leaders here a moment to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Representatives Macer, Kirkhofer, Bartlett, Pryor, and Baining, and members of the House of Representatives, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor for me to stand before you today to accept this concurrent resolution on behalf of generations of Allison and UAW Local 933 workers, those who came before us and built a great business, all of us who are privileged to be part of Allison today, and those who will join Allison in the future, propelling our company to even greater heights. Both our company and its founder, James Allison, have incredibly rich and storied histories. Starting from a small machine shop located on Main Street in Speedway, Indiana, Allison products today play a critical role in the defense of our nation and our allies, safely transporting people, especially our school children, efficiently moving goods to support and sustain global commerce, the responsible acquisition of natural resources, and reliably getting first responders to help others in need. Our company was founded on the values of quality and innovation. When James Allison formed the company, he stated unequivocally, "Whatever leaves this shop over my name must be of the finest work possible." We are proud of our roots here in Indianapolis, Indiana, and our global headquarters remains a fixture here in Indianapolis 100 years later. Count on Allison Transmission to continue our focus on excellence. We thank you for your support and encouragement. We very much appreciate the recognition you have bestowed on our company and our employees. Thank you.
Mr. Dewey and all the leaders at Allison Transmission, on behalf of the town of Speedway, we thank you for your community service, for being excellent corporate citizens, and for all that you've contributed to our economy, to our people, to our institutions. These past 100 years have made Speedway what they are, and in fact, we exist 25% at least because of your contributions and the contributions of James Allison. We are so thankful to have you in our community, and we're really excited about the next 100 years and working with you to get there. Cheers.
Well, I'm excited to be here today to celebrate in the 100th anniversary of Allison's Transmission. I have grown up my whole life on the west side of Indianapolis and am privileged to have my family who have been employed with Allison's Transmission, and it's part of who I am and part of my community, and I'm extremely proud to represent such an amazing manufacturing, one of the largest in the world, in our community, and to be here today to celebrate with everyone and acknowledge the great work that Allison's Transmission has done over the past 100 years for the state of Indiana and of course globally. And of course, it's just absolutely a pleasure and an honor to represent such an amazing group of hardworking men and women as well.